Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Breeze, Breezeway Productions The Breeze, where we bring you the latest in independent films and film festivals that are happening around the world. And we're happy to continue our coverage of this year's DOC NYC Film Festival. We have a wonderful filmmaker here with us today to talk about her film, Young Plato. Neasa Ní Chianáin, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Very excited to be here in New York.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the Big Apple. Great city and a lot of fun things going on. Tell us a little bit about your film that's playing at the festival this year, Young Plato.
Okay, well, it's a film that's set in Ardoyne, which is a Catholic enclave in North Belfast. It's set in a primary school for all boys from the ages of 4 to 11. And it's about a headmaster who's introduced teaching philosophy and critical thinking as a core subject to these kids. And this is extremely powerful because it's teaching the kids to question the narratives that have been handed down to them through the generations and to see beyond the boundaries of their own community. So we see how these kids are basically given the tools to navigate their way through life and all that it throws at them. And it's a very, for those who don't know Ardoyne, it's a very socially deprived area. There's high unemployment, there's a serious drug problem, and of course it's had the repercussions of the history of the Troubles there. So.
Yeah. You were able to showcase all of that in the doc. It's about an hour, 40 minutes long. You go through what these kids are going through in modern day times. You also go have a segment where they talk about the history to the children and that their ages range from like kindergarten to 7th grade, I'm thinking, like, because they said P7. I'm guessing means. Okay, yeah. So there's quite the range of age that's going on in there. It was interesting for me to learn since I'm in the States and I don't know how education is in Ireland. So watching that, it seems like it was very, very hands-on, very teaching manners to the children. The guidance counselor also who's in it pulls them aside to talk to them about their problems. And you know, when you really focus on this principal as your main character for the doc, how did you have a connection to him and the subject matter in general?
Yeah, well, my co-director, Declan McGrath, is a Belfast filmmaker, and he was the person who discovered Kevin McAreevy, the headmaster of the school, and he heard that he was teaching philosophy as a core subject in the school. And he came to me because he knew I was an observational filmmaker, and he knew that I had made the film School Life, which he'd seen, and so School Life, you know, there's a little bit there about critical thinking and teaching philosophy to kids as well. So he asked me if I would want to get involved, and of course I did, because this is a state school, unlike the previous school, which was a private school. And I thought, wow, if you know, teaching philosophy as a core subject works here, it can work anywhere. So yeah, so
that's how it connected. Did they give you full access to this at all times? You got a lot of coverage that they were able to let you into every class, to every situation, to all closed doors. Pretty full, saying shoot whatever you want.
Yeah, it was we pretty much had full access. We had the support of the board and Kevin, the headmaster, himself, and there was 1 or 2 teachers for different reasons who didn't want us in their classroom, so we respected that, but we pretty much had the run of the school. But then when COVID came, our access was limited, so then we for health and safety reasons, there was just 2 classrooms that we were allowed into. So.
Right, but you were able to showcase the barren streets where no one is walking, the wolf howling, the aerial shots that you were getting of the town. It was a really creepy time. New York City, the same way. Whoever was able to get footage of Times Square empty and nobody on the roads or on the Cross Bronx or the BQE, that's never gonna happen again unless there's another full lockdown. So I thought, you know, whoever got those shots knew what they were doing when they're showcasing that time. So I very much enjoyed the film. Yeah. I thought that it was a really great experience, and it showcased to me things about Ireland that I did not know prior. So it was very informative. And you are having your world premiere at DOC NYC. Do you know when and where your film is screening?
Yep, it's screening in Cinepolis on the 14th, this Sunday at 4 o'clock, and then it's screening again on the Monday in the same cinema in the afternoon. I'm not quite sure of the exact time, but
It's all right. We'll be able to put those below in lower thirds while we edit the interview, and then showcase it to our audience. And again, congratulations to your acceptance this year to DOC NYC going on right now. And in closing, is there anything that you'd like to say to the DOC NYC organization for your world premiere acceptance to the festival this year?
well, just to say thank you so much for selecting the film and for putting us in the international competition. We're really delighted to be one of 12 films in that section, and we hope people come out and see it, and we hope to switch the world onto philosophy and critical thinking.
Yeah, I think that it was really portrayed well. I very much enjoyed the film. Wonderfully shot. You had a lot of access to everything, and a great character that you follow. The headmaster was quite an interesting headmaster, and I think that you have a really great doc on your hands. So I wish you the best of luck this year in the festival and on your future endeavors with this film.
Oh, thanks so much, Alex. Thank you.